But there was one day that I was talking to a client in my cubicle, and while I'm on the phone and I'm scratching that furry wall cubicle, I'm going, what am I gonna do? I'm looking at my camera that I actually had on my desk that I went out at my lunch, and I was taking pictures of different things around my little town that I was sitting there. It was right before the pandemic, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? What's my next step towards happiness? Because only you can really write what that next chapter is. Um, I was able to open Google while I'm doing my tech support, and I'm looking up film schools going, can I do this? Can I afford this? And it didn't matter if I could afford it because I'll figure it out. You can always figure things out. You can always, um, you all did it. You all figured out how to get here today. So you all have your own stories of how you got there. Um, I landed on Full Sail, and it was it was like, can I actually do this? Can I go to school again? Can I do this? And I did. And so I made this bold move, and I went back to school, and I'm in my mid 40s, and it's crazy. I'm doing virtual classes, and I have my ring light on, and my dog is snoring on the couch behind me, and I'm trying to remember how to turn in assignments. And I have 20-year-olds all in my classes, and they're I have to relearn everything that I thought I knew. How to do homework. Do I know lighting? I have to just shut up and listen. I have to learn editing, storytelling. You're all going through it now. And while I wasn't physically surrounded by classmates, I'm logging into Zoom rooms. It's blowing my mind, but I have to be patient and modest. And also, as you're all doing it now, going to work at the same time, it was incredibly stressful, especially because the pandemic's going on. So you're also stressing about that at the same time. If anything, I'm worried about what these students are thinking of my age in my mid 40s. And then all of a sudden I realized no one cared about how old I was. And it actually gave me an edge. I wasn't the old guy. I was the guy that showed up early. I asked questions. I turned in everything on time, and somehow I graduated top of my class. And it wasn't bad. It was great. I kept my volume down. I stayed up for my late night classes. I had an 8-year-old in the other room that I had to stay quiet for while I was doing all these assignments in the house because of the pandemic. It was the most amazing experience I've ever done. Um, and then there were curveballs during this whole experience. Right after graduation, my or towards the end of graduation, actually, my wife, uh, she came down with breast cancer. So there was this whole, do we push off the last two classes? Do we not? And she said, no, we're going to celebrate together. I'm going to survive this. I'm going to get through this, and we're going to, celebrate together. And so there was work, there was being a dad, there was trying to get, my grades together. There was going out and filming, and then there was taking care of her, and there was all these stresses of having to do all this at once. And then we did it, and we survived. Both of us. We said we were survivors. And then right after that, my mom, who was my best friend, my someone who took care of me, all through life, she passed away. So it was like one thing after another. And that's where most people quit. They forget about their passion, and they just don't come back from it. So what I'm saying is you're never alone. There's always a way to heal from all of this. Don't forget this passion. It's so worth getting on your feet and going back out there.